Okay, let's see what you got under here, huh?
This is like excavating cyst henge on Adam's head. The first one was blue. The second one was really a pretty round and pink one. Who knows what we're gonna get next? It's just such an exciting mystery.
I'm just trying to make it a little bit wider so I can squeeze it out. Don't get me, please, don't get me. Did you miss me? Darn it.
This program examines dermatological conditions and the procedures involved with treating them. Due to the graphic nature, viewer discretion is advised.
Nothing should hurt.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Sandra's growths behind her ears because they are the largest, and I know they really bother her a lot. But they're also sticking out of the skin, and I use both a really sharp scissor and a blade to try to remove them and try to keep that area as flat as possible. So I do think the things that are on the inside or the opening of your ear there are the same as what's behind your ear. So that'll help us determine what that is and how to best remove them. When I'm working around the ears, there's an increased risk for keloiding in this area. So there's a couple different things that I do to try to minimize this risk. One would be trying to keep the incisions as short as possible. If you have a longer scar, a keloid can grow in that entire length of that scar. And also, I try to minimize the tension on the wound edges when we close that area. I'm really trying to preserve as much skin as I can, because if I leave a lot of that loose skin, there's a lower risk, potentially, of getting a keloid. Did you hear that?
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm pinching you. Does it hurt?
Yeah,
Did it make you
kinda
cough?
I think it did, yeah. A little bit.
This is like a puppet master, this thing.
Oh my goodness. It's
It
out?
looks like popcorn.
It's out. Get out of here. What it doing? Look like a brain or?
It does. I think I got rid of part of your brain. That last growth, it was really bumpy and self-contained, and it might be really different than what these other growths are in this area. No matter what, I'm really trying to minimize the scar line and minimize the incision, minimize the tension on that wound. How are you doing, Jessie?
That was actually interesting to watch.
Make sure I'm not hurting you, okay?
Okay.
Turn a little towards me there, sweetie, thank you. I'm using a scalpel on Sandra's forehead, very flush to the skin. I think the very best course here is to shave some of these off. Let's see how they heal. Let's see whether they stay flat or whether they raise up, and go from there. So this one, I do see a little bit of it underneath. I'm wondering whether I just leave that, or, because it'll just come back probably. Maybe if I buzz it, actually, I'll shrivel it down. Let's see if that'll help it. Sorry. I decided to use my cautery tool to shrink these growths down a little bit more. It's because I do see a component there that I'm leaving underneath the skin. It's almost like using a little sandpaper and kind of smoothing the area down as much as I can. If you don't mind, Jessie, can you pass that mirror to us?
Crap, let me see. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my God, they gone. Yes, they gone. That looks good.
She wants to ooze, huh?
That looks great.
All the blood's rushing to her head.
You couldn't tell it was there.
All right, let's do it. The first bump I'm gonna start with on Jessie is on her glabellar area, which is the area between her eyebrows, because that one bothers her the most. Whenever we take out a circle, you sew it all. I've decided to address this area with an incision. There's still gonna be a deeper component there, and it will probably bulge out again in the future. So by excising it, there's a better chance that I'm gonna remove the area completely and just leave her with a slight curvilinear scar there.
I don't feel nothing.
Yeah, that's the point. You're doing good, baby.
I was able to successfully remove the bump on Jessie's eyes, but I'm gonna move on to her ear now. She's got a growth very similar to her sister Sandra's, and I'm gonna remove them in a similar way.
Girl, you look good, Woo.
So make sure I'm not hurting you again, because I feel like these can pop out of in there. Let's see if it looks like popcorn too, this one. You wanna see? Stand up?
Yes.
Stand right there, okay, ready?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, look like mine.
Yeah, like a little nut or something. You're not trying to cough or anything, right?
No. Oh, wait.
Yeah, he's cute. Everything seemed to go really smoothly with Sandra and Jessie. Not only was I able to remove the worst offenders on them, but now we're on the way to finding out what the diagnosis actually is. Once we know this, treatment is gonna be easier, and they're also gonna have a good handle on what works best for them.
Let's get stirred.
Incision 33.
You could lose so much blood in a matter of minutes. It would be nothing for him to be in cardiac arrest if someone were just to try to lop this off. There'd be no way you would stop that bleeding.
I'm here with Roger at Dr. Osborne's Head and Neck Foundation. Dr. Osborne has just made his very first incision into Roger's rhinophyma, and bleeding is a major concern.
So we've got a circumferential skin cut without too much blood loss. That's nice. But I can already see a big vein right there. Bipolar? Bipolar?
Dr. Osborne is using a bipolar electrocautery tool, which really allows you to seal the blood vessels as well as cut it at the same time. And sometimes there's some bleeding despite that because the blood vessels are so large. And that's why Dr. Hamilton's coming in with a little vacuum and pulling up that fluid, because if there's too much fluid in the area, the cauteries don't work.
So I have my finger inside the nostril just to delineate it.
Yeah.
Last little piece now. Here it comes. There we go.
Wow, they removed that entire huge piece with very little bleeding. So that is in itself a huge victory. Even if nothing else happens today, we've really improved Roger's breathing, removing that first big lump. But these doctors are just gearing up to tackle that second larger growth. There's tape placed over Roger's eyes, and this helps because he's under general anesthesia. Sometimes if you're laying back, maybe your eyes might open, and we want to protect his eyeballs, certainly.
The biggest challenge here, I think you're just gonna go straight across something, like I'm just gonna lop it off. You're gonna end up lopping off part of his normal nose. This is not just a take it off procedure. This is an unroofing of the nose beneath the mountain of tumor. And you've got to be careful not to remove the normal parts of the nose. It's pretty easy to take something away. It takes an act of God to put it back. If I were to remove too much of this tissue, we could turn one deformity into another deformity.
I mean, that looks like a...
Portobello mushroom.
Yep.
Coming off.
You say portobello, I say potato. There we go. It's just the skin could accommodate so much there.
Dr. Osborne was able to successfully remove the superior tumor as well. Most importantly, he allowed there to be extra tissue there to really aid in proper reconstruction of the nose.
All right, well, we're not done, but
Clean gauze, Murphy.
I know whose job it is now. You're gonna pass it on soon.
we're able to get it off pretty well without losing a lot of blood. But this is not really a nose under here. This is really just almost like hamburger meat.
Dr. Osborne removing the bulk of these two gigantic masses on Roger's nose was really a feat in itself. However, there's still a lot of work to be done. Dr. Hamilton is a plastic surgeon who works really closely with Dr. Osborne at the Osborne Head and Neck Institute. He's one of the best plastic surgeons around, but reconstructing Roger's nose to become a fully functional nose may be his greatest challenge yet.
So what's going on here more specifically?
Now we're just trying to create contours, just trying to get rid of the rhinophyma and recreate some normalcy. Some of this was the rhinophyma, but some of it's the normal ala, which you can see here on the inside, is just stretched out to maybe, 4 or 5 times its normal size. Okay. So we want to kind of fold this down to
and then that will be nice
too,
because the scar will be hidden along that natural crease. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one's not in the textbook.
Yeah. A lot of things you got to make up on the fly, right?
Yeah.
You see it and then you decide what you're going to do.
We're going to make a smaller nostril by making an incision inferiorly in the nostril, removing a small piece, and then sewing it together.
That looks great. Fantastic.
The many, many years of having weight sitting on that cartilage made the cartilage soft like putty. The nose needs to function. If Roger were to take a deep breath in through his nose, all of that tissue will just collapse in almost like a vacuum. So we're putting an external nasal cast on to kind of give it some shape from the outside.
So it's like a cast that's molded?
Yeah, we're actually a hard cast.
Okay.
Like a taco shell, you know,
Okay.
so
Okay,
it
I've
can
seen
form.
that, like it, yeah.
We're just going to do a splinting system, which would almost act like a cast, almost as if you broke your arm. We cast his nose and allow things to sort of strengthen on their own, and they will with time. It really is already.
It looks very impressive right now.
Kind of contracting on the
Yeah.
table. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna do well.
I'm so relieved that Roger's doing so well and he's really come out on the other side of this surgery looking so good and so promising. I think this is the world's record holder for the largest rhinophyma ever seen. And it's gonna be equally interesting for me to see what's inside this growth that has been weighing him down for 10 plus years.
So these are the two specimens that you removed. This is your portobello mushroom, and that was my Idaho russet.
That's right. Got a lot of fibrous tissue to this one.
It looks like a big hunk of skin. I mean,
A little bit like whitefish,
yeah.
I suppose.
I think you're enjoying this. You're gonna cut through all your tissue
Yeah.
off now.
It sort of looks like when you cut through a scallop, actually. It's got that kind of whitish look, and it's sort of that rubbery texture when you feel it, but it's not a scallop, it's rhinophyma.
Make sure I'm not hurting you at all, okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Christina's come to me with a lipoma on the back of her arm, and when she flexes, it does tighten, which concerns me that this could be below the muscle.
Aha, well, I like what I see so far. I see a little lipoma eye peeking out at me.
Sweet.
So
Saying hi.
that's a good sign. I'm just trying to really release it, so I actually do this in a really safe way. I use my fingers.
Christine's lipoma is indeed above the muscle. But this is not the end of it, because this lipoma is still pretty big, and there's probably a tangle of nerves and blood vessels under there. I really hope that it comes out whole, because that means that this is a much quicker and less invasive surgery, and hopefully there's less bleeding.
And you're doing just great. I love that you're so calm, and that helps us to really get this.
This is how I envision it too. I picture it just to come out in one piece.
Okay. Well, that puts pressure on me, huh?
I'm a little superstitious, and I really hope that Christine's not jinxing me with her premonition for success. Now I'm worried that this thing's gonna fight me and I'm gonna have to take it out piece by piece, so fingers crossed that this is gonna be easier.
All right. You okay?
Yeah, it's just, wow. It's
Weird,
so
feel weird?
Wild.
Well, I think we got it all.
Despite my superstitions, this was a very successful and satisfying removal. I do think that now Christine's gonna heal up really well with her stitches, and she can leave this lipoma behind her and get on with her life.
Close your eye just so I don't put my finger in it.
Tiffany is really nervous about this procedure, and that's understandable. And this is a really delicate area here. And I need to really make sure she's calm during this process, especially in the eye area. Any kind of quick, significant movement from her, I'm holding a sharp object over her eye.
Okay, a little baby pinch here. I see it like a little, because it's so superficial.
Eyelid skin is really thin, and there's a lot of important muscles right under here. One slight movement one way or another may make you cut something else. Okay, all numb.
Make sure I'm not hurting you. So there it is, nice and flat, like as if you had it lanced.
Already?
Yeah, well, we have it flat, but let's see if we can't find what's the container it's in. See, this is the inside of it, but the cyst, but it's so thin.
The skin on the eyelid is the thinnest skin on the body. The entire surgery has to be done at the depth of a credit card. So I hope that no one sneezes.
Almost got the whole thing here. Are you okay? Not really? I know I'm pulling on you. That's a weird, weird sensation. All right, so close. We're so at the very end, the very end. You're doing so good. It's out.
The cyst is out, thank goodness. Now I'm down to the stitches, and these sutures are so small, they're smaller than a strand of hair. All right.
Can you open your eye? You okay? Mm-hmm. You see okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
That looks good.
Oh, yeah.
You're back.
Yes.
If I could do the happy dance out here, I would. I'm so happy. I'm really grateful that Dr. Lee is committed to my surgery. I hold her in the highest esteem. She's just a great human being.
See the liquid's like a yellowish gel. That was what was in there, but this whole area too is more liquefied. Oh, looks good. Looks good, girl. Am I hurting you, by the way?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
I'm here with Brittany, who has neurofibromatosis type 1. I'm going to start tackling the bigger bumps on her first because those are the ones that bother her the most. These can be really stubborn, so I need to be on my game to make sure I get them all out and they don't come back.
Oh yeah, we've gotten some big ones, I'll tell you that. Okay, good. All right, there's one. Looks nice.
It already feels different.
Yeah.
I can
good.
feel you touching my skull and not a bump.
Yes. Okay, so this one is like this top part, and then like it's a deeper part under there. So
I'm curious.
You know, there's like vessels and nerves under here we don't want to go to, but I want to just get this bump here and see.
These neurofibromas are really interesting because they go pretty deep under the skin. But I was successful in removing the ones around her forehead and on her temples, so now I'm gonna move to her mouth and her chin and see whether I can remove this one that is really pretty noticeable.
This cute little nubbin here.
Mm-hmm.
See how they herniate out? They're like under there too.
Even with thousands of bumps, it's really interesting how people with NF have specific bumps that they would really like to have removed. It's interesting how some of them bother people more than others.
It's like iceberg.
Mm-hmm. So far, things are going pretty smooth. I am now about to tackle her shoulder. That's where Big Mama resides. And then I'm gonna try to treat some of the ones around her nose and on her mouth.
Alrighty, here. Make sure nothing hurts. Same thing.
I feel that.
Good. This one like pulls together really well again too. They're nice and well behaved because they're all just right under there and they kind of pop out. Let's do this. There's your friend though.
Oh, wow.
Iceberg. It's like a little Portuguese man of war.
I like that. My shoulder hasn't been flat since I was like
Really? You've had this
10.
forever?
I got rid of Brittany's biggest bump, and so now I'm gonna stitch her up and move back to her face. I really wanna smooth this area up around her nose and her mouth. These are actually very complicated because there could be a lot of growth underneath the skin and they can herniate outwards. So that is always a risk, but I need to give it a try.
I'm just gonna put one little bit right here, so close your eyes. She's got a little suction to help with the smell too.
I'm using my electrocautery tool in this case to remove these smaller bumps around Brittany's nose and her mouth. I can kind of sculpt the areas and melt the skin really around to try to keep this as flat as possible and also have to deal with less bleeding.
It's so loud.
I think the smell bothered me the most.
Brittany really is such a trooper. I think that multiple treatments she's certainly going to benefit from. So I really look forward to seeing her again. But I think she's gonna be really pleased with what we've done, certainly so far.
Here you go, take a look at what we did here. Oh, careful. What do you think?
I feel like my whole life has been about this moment. It's finally happened. Can I hug you?
Oh, of course you can. Oh my
Okay.
Good. You're doing awesome. I know you can hear these weed sounds, okay?
Well, you're doing fine.
Good. You are too. I think you're doing great. Your sister would be so proud of you. We're just taking our time to tease this off of you.
Ooh,
Am I hurting? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll make sure you have numbing right there. I'm so sorry. Sorry, sweetie.
Yeah, well, I mean, I felt it.
Careful. Don't reach up here.
So
don't reach
sorry,
up here.
sorry.
It's okay.
So sorry.
I know you're just trying to be helpful and show us, so don't worry.
One of the drawbacks to having a patient under local anesthesia and being awake is they will instinctively reach back to touch an area. And I'm trying to keep this area as sterile as possible. So for the rest of the surgery, I think I'm gonna have to take on the role of a sister and keep him in check.
You're a precious person. We gotta treat you extra precious. Feeling okay?
I'm feeling okay.
Okay. I think that stuff works.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm relaxed completely. How's it look?
It's actually very cute. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just closing my eyes a little bit.
Oh, good. I will leave mine open.
I hope so.
So close now. You okay?
Yes.
Pinch?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, it might squirt. I hope it doesn't. Oh, you want to block yourself? How about blocking me? I'm aiming it.
You're used to it. Ooh, there it comes.
All of that is just
Touch that. It's like skin, yeah, that's just been flaking here for years, and some of it's liquefied. It's like custard. It's just so packed in there, I think. You had cream frosting in there.
So I'm so proud that he went through with it, and I know he looks really happy. He's relieved to have it out. He's kind of like being himself again.
So nice to see you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You're so welcome. You shouldn't feel anything other than my just kind of touching you, okay? Okay, you just make sure nothing ever hurts, okay?
I'm here with Monica, who has a large birthmark on her face. I've tried to remove this before, but was not very successful. I'm using a different method for removal of this growth and also pain management.
You're doing awesome. Let me know if anything hurts.
My neck is really sore. Could you push down any harder on my face?
You're so high maintenance.
I am, thank you. See, she recognizes all this.
I think Monica is doing so much better this time around.
Okay, sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Ow, ow,
Okay,
ow.
okay.
Ow, 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 ow.
Okay.
That was the worst one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Maybe she's more familiar with the surroundings, more familiar with me. But I also think she feels a little bit more in control of this situation. And I think that is really key in her getting this done.
Now you can tell I'm not feeling this because I would not be talking.
Yes, I know.
I'm a giver, though. That's my problem.
Give people a hard time, you mean?
Bam, yep, you got it.
Monica's a different person this time around. She's a little more brazen, and I'm going with that because I think that that's helping her. And if I have to take a little lip during that, I'll take it.
All right.
Right now, I'm not feeling any pain whatsoever. Like, I can't even feel my whole face.
Okay, put some stitches right there.
The tough part is over, and I couldn't be happier. I removed a pretty large growth on Monica's cheek and no pain from her. She handled this like a champ.
It's looking good, though. Looking good. You're in a considerably better mood than when you first were here.
I don't feel anything.
Now I'm gonna finish stitching her up. I cannot wait to show her her results. I really think this is gonna make a big difference in her life.
Okay, let me just take this down for me a minute. Now, how are you with soreness? Can you sit still for longer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so? I can take off that little bump right there.
Okay.
And also the one along your lip here, okay? Let me just
Okay.
put a little numbing there, okay?
I'm gonna move on to her lip and remove part of the growth there. And I think if I can finish this up, she's gonna be so happy with this.
Keep those eyes closed. I'm just gonna reach up here and take a little bit from around this lip here. You okay? Nothing hurts, right? Okay, almost done. Almost done, almost done. You okay, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a little awkward here because you have sutures that are like right over your lip, like they're gonna poke, you know, when you're eating kind of thing. So just be reminded of me, I suppose. 7 days. I know. Hey, I'm not making them real long like goat hairs or anything, okay? So be happy about that. Can you pass me the mirror? Okay, you ready to see what we did? And hopefully tell me what you think about what we did, and here we go.
Am I still shaking?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, that looks a lot better.
So look at it straight on, like, you know how you kind of feel like you have, like, sticking out?
It looks
That's gonna be a little line, right,
smoother.
instead?
Yeah. What about?
I can't take off the whole thing because that would be too much stretch, right?
Okay.
See, you're always like, what about this?
No, it's just, I'm
understand.
wondering, like,
Yeah, I know.
geez. It's a real confidence booster in me. Looking at myself in the mirror this time, damn, she really smoothed it out and took a huge chunk out of my face.
Okay, let's see what's under here. Don't want this to get on us first thing in the morning, so I'm gonna block it a little bit. I'm feeling it's gonna try to squirt us. I'm gonna just push this one here. This one is liquefied. You definitely manhandle these things. So I see the sac here, which is nice because it's coming off of you pretty well. To ooze, careful, keep an eye on that. Okay, that one is off of you.
One down, and that really wasn't terribly difficult. If I can keep at this pace, I will be able to remove all of his cysts. However, right now I'm about to tackle the cysts that he admits he has poked and pushed on the most, and I really don't even know where exactly to start.
Okay, this one's a little bit thicker, and there's a little one on the side here hiding out, so. I feel like if I can get this out under here, I can take it out whole, but it's a weird shape. I mean, there's maybe a triple here, actually. Triple, not a double. And then actually it might be a quadruple. Sometimes you can get what's called a proliferating pilar cyst that's a bunch of little ones connected together.
Proliferating pilar cysts are pretty rare, and partially removing it with this trauma has probably caused another cyst to grow in the area, and that's why you sort of get these bubbles of cysts. When I see that, I know that there's just a big old mess here.
Jeez Louise. Not the biggest we've ever removed, but kind of like the most complicated here. Now, if I squeeze that, I might just be able to pull it out. Yeah, you got some scar tissue in here, I do think. Guy, man, he's a bugger, let me tell you.
Guess what? He's gone.
Man, I just want to get this last little bit here. Oh, like a little lima bean in here. I don't like lima beans.
Ken literally has cysts on top of cysts. However, I'm keeping up a pretty good pace, so I'm gonna see if I can knock out a couple more.
This is bigger than it looks. All right, I'm gonna squeeze it, guys. Ooh, sorry, I'm so excited. Yours are all pretty liquidy. This one, would you smush that a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, your old ones, man, they got legs. There's still, look, there's still something else here. Hold on, there's still something there, I think. Looks like a nut he's got over here. Oops, a lot. It's like a macadamia nut.
I removed 3 of the largest cysts on Ken's scalp, but it seemed more to me like 7 cysts. There's one more that I think I can take care of before sending him home.
Here we go. Yeah. Way easier than earlier. Well, this one, I don't think you mashed this one as much. You were occupied with the other ones.
This is one of the most complicated pilar cyst removals I've ever done, but I successfully removed the biggest and most bothersome cyst from Ken's scalp. And I think that Ken is gonna be pretty pleased with the results.
Okay, so a little bit of pinch here, okay?
Okay.
It's like it's very thin, the part that connects the two, but if you let it fall, it will actually be wider. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it stretches.
I need to make the incision at the thinnest part of the stalk, and that is a little bit elevated from the surface of his tush. So that means there's a little bit of it sticking up. That's important because I wanna have a little extra skin just so that I know that I have less tension on the wound edges so that he doesn't squat down and this whole thing splits open. But on the other hand, I also don't wanna leave too much so that there's a little horn sticking out. I mean, this is like Goldilocks right here. I don't wanna have it too bumpy, I don't wanna have it too horny. I want it just right.
All right, you ready to get this thing off of you? Make sure I'm not hurting you, okay? Right? Nothing sharp?
Nope.
Okay, good.
It's definitely a sigh of relief to know that something that I felt like held me back for so long can finally just be gone.
I'm sure it interfered with your outfits.
Yes.
Your costumes.
Let me see now. Is this a little lipoma that's attached to like the edge of it? I think so. Okay. There's a little friend there. I'm just trying to close this little area here.
Okay.
So that it sits flat.
Corey's growth is a lipoma, after all, which is a good thing because this is a benign growth. The thing is that I still have a little bit of a stalk left, so now I really have to try to flatten that. And so I need to try to remove a lot of the fat inside that's propping up these sides of skin and really try to flatten this down, but not take out too much either that there's not enough skin to close this tight.
It's hard to pull it. It's tight, man. He's got a tight tush.
Probably all those heels.
Yeah. Almost there. Aw, that looks cute.
His butt is beautifully rounded and it matches the other side. I just want this area to be able to flex really easily while he's on stage dancing in those heels.
You will start on this little one. So one little pinch here, okay? Just like that. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
The last time Adam had one of his cysts removed, it was an extremely traumatic experience for him. So I decided that the first one that I would try to remove is the smallest one. I think that that will be really good to gauge his tolerance level because this is a cyst circle of trust. I really need to gain his trust so he can let me remove these.
Let's take a look and see. You okay? I'm doing a little tug. I know you can kind of hear it.
Dr. Lee's working on my head. It's like someone's inside your skin and pulling up from above. There's squelching and squishing and bursting noises.
This one has just a little bluish color. I kind of squeezed some of it out so that I can grab that little sac around it.
This is actually like a cool archaeological dig. I mean, I removed this first one and it's blue. Blue is weird. I've never seen blue before, but there's something called the Tyndall effect, which is when you have color that is deeper under the skin and on the surface, it looks blue to you. If it's more of a hot pink or something with glitter or sprinkles, yeah, that's not legit. Adam's tolerated this removal really well. So let's move on to the next one and see what other kind of artifact I find.
I'm trying to squeeze it out of this hole. This one, it's super cute. 2 down.
Okay, let's see what you got under here, huh?
This is like excavating cyst henge on Adam's head. The first one was blue. The second one was really a pretty round and pink one. Who knows what we're gonna get next? It's just such an exciting mystery.
I'm just trying to make it a little bit wider so I can squeeze it out. Don't get me, please, don't get me. Did you miss me? Darn it.
Adam has a whole semicircle of cysts atop his head. He did have quite a horrible experience the first time he had one removed. I'm hoping today is gonna be a better experience for him, but it could get messy.
Sorry, a little tug. That's number 3. It's not too bad though, is it? Or else you just have a good poker face? You're not like jumping up off the chair. So.
No, that's not too bad.
So Adam doesn't seem to be in any pain, so I'm gonna slowly work my way around this semicircle of cyst trust.
Look at that, it's ready. Yours are quite wet. I'm gonna pull a little bit on it. You've got like dried up prunes up here.
So far, I've unearthed about half of cyst henge, and this is going on way longer than I expected.
Okay, moving right along. This is slow going. These are not easy to take out. My back feels like it's gonna break.
You have to make you work for it.
Yeah, you're making me work for it.
Compared to what the last doctor was doing, Dr. Lee's having a more gentle touch, and she's conveying more of what's going on to me.
Oh, you're so close to being detached. 2 more.
I know that both Adam and I are really tired, but we've got 2 cysts left, and I really want to try to take out one of these whole.
Okay, last one. This could be liquid. Right in the crosshairs right now, potentially. Don't squirt me, don't squirt me. Totally standing right in line of it. I think we might get it out whole. All right, we got it out, and we got it out whole. We're done.
Cyst is no longer. It was the 8th marvel of the dermatology world, but I think that Adam's gonna be really happy because he's gonna much prefer a beautiful, smooth dome.
All right, so I'm gonna put some numbing here. It's a little baby pinch here, okay?
Luckily for Kiki, it's only her neck that you really see these steatocystomas, so that's where I'm gonna start. If all goes well, I'll be able to move on to less visible areas of her body, but at least now I know her neck will be smooth.
So I'll start over here. Just turn your head a little bit that way. Great. Let's see how the first one goes.
Oh, wow, look at that.
So it's like butter, right?
Wow.
Oh, that looked good.
I didn't know what to expect. It was watery and oily and yellowy. Oh, you just squeezing it? It's nasty, but it's like, I'm so excited, like, to see it come out.
I know, it's like butter, right?
Yes.
So there's a sac under there.
You have to take that out?
Yeah, otherwise it'll come back.
There's an important balance here for me, trying to leave as small an incision as possible, but also trying to remove the entire sac. If I leave part of it in there, there could still be some of that oil or butter in there, and that can actually promote an infection. 3 down and probably 20 or 30 more left on the neck here. This is gonna be a long day.
Well, let's see how long I last. That's the thing.
Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, look at that. Let's hope your hand don't start.
I decided to start at her neck and move down to her groin area, time permitting, and most importantly, hand strength permitting.
Try to go quick on you, I know, so I can get as many as we can.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
This is like butter, right? You could oil
goodness.
something. Human butter.
Yeah.
I think we got out most of them there,
You
right?
can tell the
Except for those.
difference.
I'm gonna lower your head a little bit. Okay, so let me see your tummy. Okay, so, shall we try to do some of the big ones?
My hand is beginning to cramp up. Imagine taking a stress ball and really squeezing it hard over and over and over again. That's what it feels like. Your hand's gonna be sore. I'm really glad, though, that we got rid of a lot of the large ones on her neck, but I do see her stomach. These are much larger than the ones on her neck, and I know they must cause her a lot of discomfort. Let's do it, we're running out of time.
I'm just nervous for you.
Nervous for me?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know what
Do
you
I need a
want.
splash mask?
I don't
Splash
know what
guard?
you're going to get
What?
out of these.
Smell like oil there.
Well, I thought it'd be pussy. Yeah, that's freaky.
I feel like the farther we go down on Kiki's body, the more stickier the steatocystomas get. I do think that there are a few big bumps on her stomach left, though, that I would really like to get, and I'm sure Kiki would like that, too.
Christy, can you help me with this one here first? You okay?
Told you.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I told
Wait. I got it on her. Oh my gosh, here,
Yeah.
It was part lemming medicine.
You can never quite tell when a cyst is gonna be a squirter. It's like gambling. You never know when you're gonna hit it big, and here we go. We hit it big, and it hit Christy.
Yeah, I definitely didn't aim at you, Christy. I'm sure she's not that happy with me right now. Thank you. Sorry, Christy. All right. And let's see what we got here. Ooh. Ooh. That is ready.
That's like a waterfall.
Can I get like a chair or something? I think I need to sit down.
It's been 3 hours in surgery. Christy's been splashed, and my hands are dying. But Kiki has the most positive attitude. I really want to try to get these last big bumps off, and it will really change her life for the better.
Thank you. Do you want me to take a look at the groin area and see what you have going on there? Well, let me look at it.
I know.
I'm not saying like, yeah,
if you would look, that'd be.
Yeah, of course I can.
Kiki has more cysts in her pubic area than her neck and her stomach combined. I really want her to leave here feeling more confident about her body and more comfortable with her husband.
Oh, wow.
The hair's in there.
Jeez. Embedded hair.
Something else under there.
There it is.
Look. Yeah,
You
there's
got it.
something else under there. Where are you? Where's another tweezer?
It's a lot of hair. Oh, my God. Oh, that's nasty. I had all that in there.
Up until now, I've been pulling out little short vellus hairs, which is expected in these type of cysts, but these are pubic hairs. They are actually really fun to remove. You're like, what could be in this one? And all of a sudden, this like thing emerges.
Cute, Christy.
That's cute. All that was in there.
Tucked in this one.
A little hairball.
That was a big chunk of hair.
Yeah, that was. I didn't expect that either. I'm gonna see how long my back here lasts.
There's a bust of hair under here, I bet. See, I told you. What? Oh, my gosh. Oh, look at that. I told you. That's 2 hairs. Oh, like that's been in there forever. I wanted to take it home, but nah, I'll leave the hair. Ugh.
That's just your hair stuck into there.
Like, why?
Because they got trapped. They grew the wrong way.
So many.
That's it, 3 hours and 62 steatocystomas later. I'm tired. Christy really took one for the team, though, and I have to thank her for that. And I especially have to thank Kiki, because we couldn't have done this without her. And I really hope that she leaves with much more confidence.
Okay, let's see what you got under here, huh? But you're gonna feel it getting real kind of tight.
Oh, it is. Ooh.
You feeling okay?
I'm gonna use the tumescent technique, which is when we dilute the anesthesia so we can numb up more areas of the body. The technique that I use in numbing also reduces the incidence of bleeding, and that's really important because he's got 2 areas here. I'm gonna tackle the one on his leg first to really ensure that there's less bleeding there, because certainly if there's increase in bleeding, there's increase in complications, there's increase in risk, then I may not be able to proceed and tackle his neck bump as well.
Okay, make sure nothing ever hurts, okay?
Okay.
I see the lipoma here. It's a lipoma. So I use my finger a little bit, just because it's nice, it's not sharp. Trim my nails just for this. It's actually pretty free on this side, so I'm gonna just give you a squeeze. You okay? Okay, I'll show them to you in just a second here. You're doing awesome. So it's making noises now. It does remind you of chicken a lot, doesn't it?
My wife used to love chicken broth.
Chicken broth, that's yummy. Almost gone.
Oh, wow. Oh, geez.
A lot of bumps to them. Nice and flat now.
Yeah.
Well, that was an interesting looking lipoma. It almost had little tentacles. And sometimes those are a bear to remove because all those little fingers are really stuck in there, almost like vacuum sealed in there, and they're really hard to pull out. But his just popped right out.
How did you meet your wife?
We were a grocery store romance, actually.
That's kind of cool.
I was a night stalker, and she was up in where the registers was. She would go home at like 11 o'clock, and each one of us stalkers would always walk the ladies to their car. And so I picked her, and we just hit it off.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, so like I said, you shouldn't feel anything other than us touching you. I see the lipoma here. It's crowning right now. Are you okay?
I am.
Okay, I feel the little pockets this one has found its way into. Sometimes when I put a lot of fluid in there, it just makes it tighter too, so I just try to like loosen a little bit.
I'm here with James, who has 2 lipomas. I've already removed the one on his thigh, but the one on his neck is proving to be very difficult because they come out in little pieces. You have to pull them out, and you're never really fully satisfied that you got them all. They're just really aggravating.
It's like it's found this space and it's been trying to grow in this tight space for a while. And what's going on right here? Let me see again. I'm trying to keep this thing whole, and it's kind of not letting me. It's telling me I think I need to, if I took it out in a piece, if I cut it in half, I bet you then it'll be like, it'll just slip out then. Is that to you too? I'm gonna just kind of remove this into pieces here. I'm gonna have to cut it in pieces.
I'm gonna cut his lipoma in half because it's gonna let me see what's going on underneath there, and it will probably ensure that I have a better chance of removing this.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep this in one full piece. It wouldn't let me. It's part of it. Okay, closing it up now. You're gonna do just great, I know it. All right, so I don't know if this is like a liquidy cyst, so I'm going pretty superficial because it could get me. Yeah, this is like an eye on top of your head here.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be that fun.
It's definitely annoying.
It looks like Corey has a cyst. So in this case, I'm gonna puncture the cyst sac wall, squeeze out the contents, and really be able to pull that sac wall out and check the bottom of it, make sure it's not stuck to his skull.
I think we got a cyst here. Let me just cover it while I pop it. Okay. We already know how things act. We're like, okay. We only have so many changes in clothes. So you got a cyst up here, a cute cyst. I'm just squeezing it.
Mm-hmm. So at least I'm not gonna be called no devil worshiper anymore.
What?
Oh yeah, plenty of people said it was that I was a devil worshiper for having it because we're in the Bible Belt of North Carolina, so everybody's like, oh, look at this guy, he's a devil worshiper. And like older people, they were the worst.
Oh, I see. So they judged you.
Yeah.
Really by this, and also just thought you were something that you're absolutely not.
Exactly.
So.
And if you see on the internet now, a lot of people actually get that stuff done, not me.
Yeah, that body mod.
Yeah.
Let's put a little suture there and then we'll be out of here.
Despite the trauma that Corey inflicted on this cyst, it was pretty easy to remove, actually. I was able to squeeze the contents out nicely and remove the sac wall. The scar is gonna tuck really nicely in his hairline, and I think he's gonna feel really great.
You shouldn't feel anything other than us touching you, okay? Nothing should be sharp, nothing should be uncomfortable. You make sure to let me know if anything ever bothers you, obviously, okay?
I'm smiling underneath my mask.
Yes, you can't even tell these days. I have to do the face scrunch.
Yes.
Otherwise, people won't know I'm smiling. It's resting face, like, magnified. All right, let's see what this one's gonna be like here.
It looks promising.
Well, it does. But I did feel there's a little dimple right here. There's a little band right there. I use my fingers because it's very safe that way. I kind of push around and see if I can't loosen this friend of yours that way. Oh, it looks vegan, whatever it is. Doesn't look like any bacon got a hold of.
Okay, that's fine. Guacamole, that's fine.
Yes. Okay, let's see here. Where are you connected? Just trying to pull it away from your fibrous tissue stuck to you. It's like kind of a netting that's keeping it in place.
I use my fingers to really kind of loosen around the edges and feel whether there are any fibrous bands on the undersurface or the posterior surface of this lipoma and try to free them up in some way. I can't really see under there, but my finger is helping me to see where those fibrous bands are.
I'm curious why it grew so fast, so quickly.
I almost sometimes feel like once people have an appointment here, then this thing decides to take off. That's like my answer. What the heck? Why are you growing right before I'm about to get you? If I do remove this, it's gonna fall down because it's heavy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm telling my girl here.
Oh.
So she catches it.
Okay.
Catch it. I have to tell her because she's gonna catch it. The 5-second rule does apply here, though. We're okay if it hits the ground.
Catcher's mitt down here.
Because it's not like we're putting it back.
No way.
It's like a ketchup bottle, a fresh ketchup bottle, where you can't get the ketchup out in the beginning because there's no air under there.
Right.
That's what we're trying to get. There's air like introduced under there because then it should just kind of fall off of you.
I'm here with Stacy, who has this big old lipoma on the front of her shoulder. It looks like it's gonna come out in one piece, but I never celebrate too early because there could always be some kind of last-minute issue.
Almost there, we're so close. So now it's up to me not to drop it. I'm holding on to it. All right, it's gone.
I was a little concerned when I saw the dimpling of Stacy's lipoma before I started the removal, but luckily this thing was in one giant piece and we could slip it out really easily and I got it all out whole.
These are not tears of I'm in pain.
Are you crying?
It's tears of joy.
Oh, I didn't even know you were crying. Just don't get your tears over here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just kidding. You know, you're okay. That's so sweet. Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I can tell that Stacy is one strong woman, but I do see as well that this lipoma was certainly holding her down. And it's really nice to be a part of this transformation with her and really any patient, you know, to be able to be a part of something that I know is going to change her life for the better, both physically and emotionally.
I'm gonna pull a numbing here, that's all, okay?
I'm really excited about this procedure. It's going to be fun to do, but it is not so cut and dry as it may seem. When you lift something and you pull it up from the skin and then you snip it off, it'll leave an indentation because you're pulling it up off the skin. So I want to leave it as flat as possible and shave that area as flat as I can, which is why I'm going to use a dermablade. A dermablade is a wider blade that I can use more of a sawing motion back and forth and get really the entire surface of this growth that is attached to him and try to get it off in one smooth stroke here and get it off completely.
Okay, you shouldn't feel anything other than me touching you. You doing okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely.
Maybe just come on that side if you can in case it wants to.
I have the cautery here as well.
Okay.
Off to the side for you.
Yeah, jumping around on you, is he?
No, not yet. You want to see your friend?
Oh, man.
You never seen him up that close?
No.
Seborrheic keratoses can grow back if you leave some little part of it. So any little bits and pieces that look like they may be left, I'm gonna scrape them off with a curette. A curette is a semi-sharp spoon with a hole in it. This area can bleed a little bit. Luckily, this one isn't bleeding very much, but the cautery is also going to help to destroy any little bits of seborrheic keratosis that might still be there. There's no need to put stitches in this area because that is the top of the skin edge. This is going to be his new surface of the skin.
So you shouldn't feel anything other than us touching you. We want to take that little opening out because it can grow back, especially from that area. You okay still?
Yep.
I'm here with Sharon, who has this stinky squirting cyst under her breast. She's had it removed a couple times in the past, so I really hope that there's not a lot of scar tissue here and that I can remove the cyst in its entirety so that it never comes back again.
You're doing great. Make sure nothing ever hurts. I'm just moving that little piece of skin.
I'm scared when she opens it up, it's just gonna just send everybody running for the hills. Oh, it's just nasty.
See what we got under there, okay? See it.
You see it?
Mm-hmm. I see where you're storing it. It's a little bank, a little cyst bank.
Why do they smell?
Well, it's skin cells that are wet. It's trapped under there, mixed with sweat and dirt and, you know, debris, that kind of thing. Every time you squeeze it out, you squeeze out a little bit, but then it fill up again. All right, so there's the little cyst bank that she's got right there. There's not much underneath there. See how it dives under, how it's a different shape because it's been removed before? Just taking it, just seeing where the end of this, bottom of this cyst is here.
Yeah, the top is like a peanut. Maybe there's more underneath.
Yeah,
but...
let me just try to see if I can't take this off gently from you because there's a little scar tissue under there.
This cyst is proving to be more difficult because if you don't remove it well the first time, it's harder to remove it the second time. Sometimes it grows away from where you initially think it is on the surface of the skin.
See how it's stuck on her?
I felt that.
Okay.
Okay, I think I got 99% of the cyst out, but there's this one little edge I can see really down deep, but it seems to be hooking around some scar tissue there, and I really need to be very meticulous about trying to get the entire sac out, because if I don't, it's gonna come back again. It could be even worse.
There's scar tissue there. They make that noise though too. That's what kept giving you stuff. It was still filling in. It was like kind of tucked in one angle. That part was just opened up a little bit, but I got the whole thing.
Just to see that it wasn't that deep at all and caused all that trouble, it was shocking that it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And I'm grateful it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
We're pulling up a little bit just to make it a little smaller. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you shouldn't feel anything other than my touching you, as I said. Nothing should be ever uncomfortable. You let me know if anything bothers you, okay?
All right.
See if I can tease this out even in one fell swoop. Just trying to find it here because I kind of deflated it a little bit. But it's right, I see it. I'm just right on top of it. Now I know where the sac is. It's on the underside. See if I can't rustle it out here. Make sure we're stopping it, so I'm gonna tie it off. Now, the issue is that it's right where the sac wall is. So that actually complicates things here a little bit. Again, why you gotta be so complicated?
I don't know. It's just me.
So how am I gonna get this out without, maybe it isn't attached right next to it. But then there's this like little landmine of a vessel near me trying to block my way. So I just have to take my time. That's all I can do. I mean, that's the best I think I can do is really to do that. Just this piece I want to get. Okay, I got half of it. Just a little nubbin right here, right next to that vessel. Right here, it kind of like dove a little bit, I feel like, and right there, that's where that depression is.
This cyst is really frustrating. The cyst sac is really stuck to the base and it's deeper in this well. And every time I pick up the cyst edges and let it go, it really sinks into that area.
So this is why you always need to respect the cysts. I'm a little concerned that I'm gonna go right where that vessel is.
Right.
Okay, it's like landmines or something. It is, okay. I feel a lot better now. Hold on a second. Let me just relax for a minute here.
The cyst is out, thank goodness. It's been a really stressful journey for Latice, but I really think this has changed her life.
Okay. Might be able to do it all today, or we might have you come back again.
Just do whatever you need to do.
There's only so much numbing that you can give any patient at any given day. Certainly at high levels, that can really affect your heart. That can actually cause toxicity to your heart. Let me numb up one side first, and let's see how well we can do this, how quickly and how efficiently with as little bleeding as possible and with the most comfort as possible.
Sometimes it comes out of the little pores. Oh, sorry. That's just the numbing medicine coming out of the pores. That's why I wear all my gear, too.
Today, I'm using the surgical electrocautery loop. It cuts through tissue, but at the same time, it's going to help to seal little blood vessels there so you have less bleeding.
So she's gonna turn on this vacuum here. Make sure nothing ever hurts you. Cut that off.
Rhinophyma is really a thickening of oily skin. You get these enlarged pores that oil can store in, right? Oil and keratin, or dead skin cells. Interestingly, a lot of the size of his nose doesn't have so much to do with actual skin there. There are big pockets of butter in there. There's big pockets of oil in there. These are some of the biggest butter pockets I've ever seen.
It's doing well. It's like it's so dense in there, it gets harder to cut. Okay, so now I'm looking at his nose. See, that's where it's gonna end. So I actually don't wanna go too far there. There's like little pieces of skin that I take off, and it's like bacon bits. You can feel the heat coming off of this thing. Look at all the oil coming off of it. Like there's so much oil here, it just disables this tip. It doesn't cut as well.
I am getting a lot of moisture collecting on my electrocautery tool. And this is slowing me down because it's not getting hot enough to cut through the tissue. It's not as efficient as it usually is.
Feels better already.
It does? Oh, good. I like that. It feels better. You feel like lighter, maybe. Solid tissue here. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I can feel a little bit of pain, but I want her to keep going because I wanted her to finish it up.
Oh, hold on. Blood vessel there. We might get some more of those as we get closer down to the bottom here.
Stopping to cauterize these oozing blood vessels is certainly slowing me down, and that is something that I'm also considering because taking longer here will mean that the numbing will wear off.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Damn it.
I'm trying to really efficiently shave off this extra skin from his nose. But he has a lot of oozing. He's got a lot of little pockets of butter, so to speak, and that's very much slowing me down. And these are things that I'm considering because the numbing is only gonna last so long.
It's getting smaller. You probably can see that a little out of the corner of your eye, though. You probably just want to keep your eyes closed anyways. Sorry, a little bit. Sorry. This is really oily up here.
The deeper I get, the larger pockets of oil I find.
Sometimes I think if I squeeze out more of it, maybe it'll get smaller and then I won't have to do as much.
And the bigger the blood vessels.
We're gonna have one little baby oozer there. We want it to get us.
I feel like I'm on this rhinophyma battlefield. It's like I'm hitting all these landmines of pocket butter, and I'm getting these blood vessels that want to ooze. And we have Terry who's feeling some discomfort here. So now my goal is really focused on finishing the right side of his nose as much as I can. You know, I'm going to just trudge on through and get to the end, though. I've got to get to the flag. I got to capture it.
Look at that. It's like a little treasure here, in a way. I mean, not sure how to get this down completely. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Let me put some numbing right there. Hold on. I'm sorry, make him cry. This is hurting you, huh? A little bit? Or a lot more? When you say a little, I know it means a lot.
It's not bad.
Oh, it is. Yes, it is. This little thing here. I'm just trying to squeeze out as much of this, of the extra little stuff you got in here, because I think that's gonna lead to it being smaller too in itself.
Yeah.
Terry is such a trooper. He really sat there so patiently as we took a good amount of time, really, to remove the larger portion of rhinophyma on his nose. I think that it's unsafe for me to fully proceed here because we're really reaching the limit of a safe level of numbing that he can really receive within a 24-hour period. So I would really like to see how he heals and to come back another day and to remove the rest of it. At least now, this should improve his breathing tremendously.
You are definitely a two-timer, but we're getting it. I've definitely made a difference here, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna sit you up for a second, let you take off the little piece of skin on you. Just gonna show you, though, what you have so far. Oh, let's take that out of your nose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Unbelievable.
Right, it looks good on that side.
I feel happier about myself when I look in the mirror now. It's a big difference. Big improvement. Could surely breathe better already.
I'd love to see you like in about a month, because it's gonna take a couple weeks for it to heal.
Feel great. Feel great. I can breathe better already. I was wanting it all to get done in one day, but whatever it takes.
Just one little baby pinch, okay? Are you okay? I know, I'm getting close to your eyelid edge.
I'm here with Austin, and he has a birthmark really close to his eye. The skin around the eyelid is the most thinnest skin on the body. It is very delicate there, and you only have so much of it. There's no margin for error here.
The issue with it is that it's so close to the edge of your eye. As it constricts, as it heals, it kind of can pull a little on your eye. So I'm trying to take this off flush without pulling on this.
I'm creating a really taut surface in order to remove this as flat as possible. I'm alternating between using a scalpel and a scissor, really depending on the shape of the tissue that I'm trying to remove. If something is really flat, a scalpel is better for me to get it nice and flat. And if something's more raised up, I can really grip it with a scissor and grab it and take it off flush.
Now let's do the part that's on the edge of your eye. Same thing, but I'm gonna pull on you a little bit more even.
The last remaining section of Austin's birthmark is really the most riskiest to remove. I want to make sure I remove the perfect amount. I don't want to go to a depth that causes a little poor wound healing, and not too little that I leave him with a brown mark that is more visible. So you have to have steady hands in this instance.
I think I've got this all cleared out.
Thankfully, I was able to remove the entire birthmark here and try to leave as little trauma to the skin as possible. He may always know that there's a scar there, but my whole goal here is to try to make it that other people don't see it.
It looks good.
The neck is always a delicate area. I mean, I try to minimize any sharp instruments. And I think that this really necessitates me squeezing this out and then slowly and delicately try to tease it away.
Nothing should be sharp or uncomfortable or anything. I have a feeling this is pretty thin here. It's always nice to get them out whole because it's kind of a challenge, number one, and number two, then we know we got it all. The one thing that I was more concerned with, there was like a pulse right here. There's a blood vessel, a pretty big one underneath here. So obviously, I'm just being very careful trying to remove this and staying well above that. It is kind of stuck to her muscles there a little because when she sniffs, it kind of moves a little bit.
Oh, really?
I'm getting more and more concerned about this pulsating artery that's right next to Mary Jo's cyst.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, I might need to just pop him. Okay, everybody, you ready? I'm gonna snip it and squeeze it. I think it's not gonna squirt at us because I think it's just like pure mashed potatoes. Okay. Just pushing on it shouldn't hurt again, just weird pipe squeezing. I'll take a look and see what I see here first. Okay, that makes it easier to see. Work on, see, this is where her little vessel is there. I'm just trying to look at it and not go close to it.
Now that I've deflated the cyst, I need to slowly and still carefully remove the sac wall, and it's really adherent to fascia or muscle below. If I don't, there's a chance that it can recur again.
Just regrouping for a second. You can pull that off for just a second. I'm gonna look at all over the place again. You can see that angle of her vessel pulsing. Good, looks good. That's it there, thank you. We got it.
All right. Thank goodness that this was intact and it was pristine, because I was expecting there to be a lot of scar tissue, and I was very worried that it was gonna be wrapped around these important arteries. I'm very confident that this is not gonna grow back because I saw the entire cyst removed.
It was 2 months ago that Dr. Lee treated me the first time. I was anxious to go back, and a month ago she did the left side.
You did great the last time, so I know you're gonna do great this time.
She finished the job, and she just did great. Now they're both done, and everything about my life has gotten better. It looks like my old nose. Now when I sleep, I don't have to hold my nose up. Just great to feel normal, be able to go out in public and not feel like people are staring at me. I'm just real happy.
I'm gonna put some numbing here and then just let it get nice and numb.
Is this like gonna be a needle or?
Like, what do you mean? Like
Is it a needle? Like,
yeah, it's a little baby needle.
I'm not a big fan of needles. I'm a person that's never had stitches. I've never broken a bone. I've never had major surgery beyond a root canal.
Just gonna put a little gauze right against here. You might feel just a little baby pinch. You okay? You hate needles? Is this gonna be terrible for you?
I hate needles.
Great, just fine. Let's see if we can see your little friend here.
Okay.
You're gonna hear a buzzing noise. Can you come just hold the edges there? Buzzing. You okay? Just got scared by the sound.
Yeah.
What's that?
I could feel that a little bit.
You felt what? A sharpness? Or you can feel me pushing on you, okay? You shouldn't feel anything sharp though, but you can feel me pushing you on here.
Yeah, I'm okay.
So are we. Everything's going great. I see it, okay? I'm just moving it around. It's hard to get one to pop out whole in the head.
Anytime I have a patient that is really afraid of going through a procedure, I'd make a smaller incision here, try to pull this out in pieces, because I think the more that I incise, the more you hear that cutting, it's really gonna freak her out.
Sorry, all these lovely noises you're hearing. I think, see, a lot of times for people, once we start doing it, they realize this is it, that it's not so bad. Yeah, of course, let us know along the way, okay?
Okay.
Just plugging away at this. It's like a never-ending lipoma. It's still there. It just comes out in pieces because it's like stuck kind of at the base. It's like a mochi ball. Or can't just pull it and tug it out because it's like it'll tear, you know?
Yeah.
Taking this out piece by piece seems to have calmed Jacqueline a little bit, but there's still some in there, and I'm finding that I have to really progress a little bit more widely, a little more deeply to get this out fully, and I really hope that Jacqueline can tolerate this.
It's like never ending. I keep getting more of it. It's like in these tunnels right here.
I can feel my head getting lighter and the pressure relieving. All that tension that was there for so long is just releasing.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Sorry, that scared me.
We're getting there.
I hate that Jacqueline is this uncomfortable, but this lipoma was really deceiving. It is much wider with these sort of like octopus tentacles. So that just takes a little more time, a little more tugging, because I don't want to leave any of those little arms in there or any of those little fingers.
It's right there. It's tangled in this. Come this way.
Ow.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I can see it right here. Yes, I got it. All right, you did great there.
I think Jacqueline's fear of pain almost psyched her out, but she really ended up being a trooper. So I'm proud of her for that. I feel pretty confident that I got rid of it completely and that she can leave California with a lot less on her mind. You should not feel anything other than us touching you.
Okay.
I have Shane with me now, and he has a cyst right in the corner of his eye. It looks pretty superficial, but the fact that it's in this area that we call the triangle of death, it's not that it has a higher risk of getting an infection here, but if you do get one, there are potentially worse consequences.
Okay, so the cyst here is pretty tight, so it's going to probably be right under the skin here. I see it. It almost looks like an eyeball you got next to your eyeball. What should I do? Should I poke, squeeze it out, or? This is always the point where I'm like, okay, which one should I do?
I like getting cysts out whole, but in this case, Shane's cyst wall was really thin and it was going to break anyways. So it's better that I make an incision and squeeze out the contents first and then try to make sure I get all the cyst sac out.
Just gonna push.
Okay.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'm sorry I'm pushing into your eyeball, I almost feel like, but I got half of it out.
All right.
Clear up this stuff. It's like mashed potatoes that need a little more milk.
Delicious.
Just trying to get underneath this to pull it out all the way. It's stuck down there.
Of course, the cyst is really stubborn, but luckily it is not growing in the direction of his eyeball, so I can still be aggressive enough to try to remove the entire sac wall and feel safe that we're not really going into any major danger zones.
Okay, let that go. Let me just make sure I got it all. I'm gonna just do a little double check. Let me look with that.
I'm happy that the cyst came out completely. And I do know that this area is much easier to hide a scar because it's sort of sunken in. So it should really heal very well in this area.
Normally you could see it out of the corner of your eye,
I
right?
usually see the little black spot, and I can't see that. Oh, wow. I feel like a completely different person.
You're so handsome.
Thank you.